What's good, world? Where the hell's my mic at? My bad, y'all. It's been a couple days since I recorded, so I had to get a little back into it. My work schedule changed. Hold on. My work schedule changed, so now I gotta record during the day if I want to keep doing this YouTube. I should open up a blind in here. So. What's good, world? MIAB back. Appreciate everybody that tunes in. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're not new here, make sure you tell a friend to hit that subscribe button. I'm back. I want to get straight into the videos because, again, work schedule changed, so I got a little bit less time than I usually have. I wanted to talk about the fact that since, I don't know if I just love the sport too much or I don't know what it is, but it's come to a point that, why do people use the UFC name when it comes time when it benefits them, and then they feel like they can shit on it when it benefits them? Like, as you can see, I have this picture up here. My example is why the fuck, and I don't give a fuck, why the fuck would Ariel Helwani let Eddie Hearn talk about UFC the way he did? You know, and I say this in a respectful way because what I'm trying to say is somebody who comes from the sport, somebody who knows the facts, somebody who knows what really goes in and what it really takes behind the scenes inside of a sport, to let a promoter, which again, he's just a promoter. Dana's running a whole business over there. This is just a promoter. Tell him that boxing is better than UFC, and then proceeds to go on and have a terrible fucking weekend for boxing. Is nobody going to talk about this shit? We're going to talk about the boxing is better than UFC when we know UFC is literally in the process right now of a deal, of a broadcasting rights deal or whatever the fuck. And so obviously they're probably holding off on big fights so they could get it on the new deal. Is it not common sense to the people in the back? Is it common sense that they know this, that boxing knows this, and they're just trying to take advantage of this? So they're trying to give out all these big fights to make it seem like boxing is but it's not. And that's what happens, is that you guys try to put out all these big shows, and you got shit shows all weekend. UFC doesn't have to do that. UFC doesn't need Jake Paul to come save the sport. UFC will never need Jake Paul, like an internet sensation, not another combat sports. You know, they're obviously going to sign other combat sports fighters, but they're never going to go need a YouTuber or a content creator to come to help boost the sport, to bring kids and you know what I'm saying, like new generations there. Like, UFC will never have to do a lot of these things, and that's what pisses me off about it, because Ariel Helwani does this shit and he lets Eddie Hearn shit on the sport just for views, and then on top of that he goes and he drops the interview with Rampage right after, and it just seems like he's just like typical Jew shit. Like, I don't know how else to say that shit. Like, how you gonna let somebody else shit on the sport and then you come around and then you try to post a video about the sport right after? That's why the video didn't get a lot of views, because you're shitting on something that you literally come from. That type of shit gets me tight. And that's exactly why boxing had a terrible fucking weekend this weekend, because people like Eddie Hearn want to promote, but you guys don't give the actual good shows. Dana White don't even need to promote sometimes, and we still get great shows. Dana White don't even need to promote sometimes, and we're there to see the fighters. That's the difference. We're not here to see Jake Paul on Netflix fight a 60-year-old, and we're not here to see fucking Ryan and Devin run around the ring for fucking 25 minutes of my life, and Ryan to literally look like complete shit. I mean, you can't plan for those things. But as the promoter, why the fuck would you guys throw fighters back into fucking, like, big fucking fights like this, knowing that they're on a 1-year layoff? One just came off a drug, and the other one just came off fucking getting his ass beat, and you're going to think that you're going to promote a huge fucking weekend in Times Square? Man, if nobody else talks about this shit, then I will. Eddie Hearn is a fucking idiot. If he ever thinks that UFC was than boxing, he must be out his rabbit-ass mind. The only reason is because Dana tried to listen to boxing a little bit. That's what happened. He started giving these fighters a little bit more leeway, and now he got these fighters thinking that they have a choice. And it's fine, because when the time comes, Dana's going to make the moves, because Dana always makes the moves. And he will start stripping belts, and he'll start doing that. Things that boxing will never do, because boxing is shit. You guys will let people cheat, and then they're champions next week. Like, that's the difference. And I had to rant about it because if Eddie Hearn don't shut his ass up, go promote your fucking shitty ass fucking next fight. And don't talk about the UFC, because at the end of the day, the UFC could fucking throw a show in the fucking backyard and it'd probably sell more fucking fights than y'all. I don't give a fuck. Turkey Al Sheik is literally buying tickets for fans. Like, if that's not true, then I don't know what is. Let's see. If not, then I don't know, because they literally sell out fights of the most shittiest fucking fights that nobody's ever fucking heard of. And I swear it's just because somebody wants to say they attended a boxing event. UFC is not the same. And I hate to say it, but UFC, you got to actually pay to be there. You got to actually pull your fucking finger off your fucking hand and give it to the fucking Reaper if you want to attend a UFC fight. Those are true fucking fans that want to fucking be there. You guys are selling tickets for $100 fucking dollars. Like, of course they're going to be there. Turkey Al Sheik is paying for half the fucking tickets. Of course they're going to be there. You guys are giving away free fights. Free Netflix fights. Of course they're going to be there. Stupid. But that doesn't make it better than the UFC. It doesn't matter how many people you bring in. You guys are giving away free fights at this point to try to get revenue. It's common fucking sense. Anybody who's in the back and thinks that the boxing is making more money right now is out their fucking mind. Boxing spent, I can almost guarantee, 100 times more than what they made this weekend. And it came out of Turkey's pocket. Y'all let me know. But Eddie Hearn is out his rabbit ass mind. This is my rant for it, because he needs to stop talking about this sport. He literally is the fucking, like, one of the worst promoters, bro. Literally one of the worst promoters. And the way he chooses to promote stuff is the fucking, like, I just never will understand it. He'll have, like, such a good run. Bro, he'll literally, oh my God, like, Eddie Hearn is so ass that he'll be a part, he was a part of the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia last promotion shit. And he's not even there promoting, none of their promoters. He's just there to get hype off of them. That's that crazy shit. That's the shit I be talking about. Like, you're not low. And we see what you're doing. And stop trying to say that stupid shit. Because, like I said, Jake Paul had to save y'all sport. Jake Paul had to fight for fucking 6-year-old Mike Tyson on Netflix just for you guys to even get views. So don't ever fucking say UFC's fucking worse than boxing. At least UFC actually has the best versus the best. Y'all gotta fucking pay 20 million, 30 million, 40 million just to see that. We could get that on a regular fucking weekend, because that's what UFC fucking does. And that's why the fucking fighters come here to fucking fight. There's a big fucking difference. And now I'm done ranting. Fuck you, Eddie Hearn. Ariel, you're a bitch for that. You know what you did. And you really tried to be sneaky by uploading that other video. And I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna call you out on it. And if nobody likes me, I don't care. Appreciate y'all. Sheesh.